Yes, Anthony, once more into the breach, dear friends, once more at Shakespeare. Here is your starting lineup for TKM Extreme coming up very, very shortly. It's the last race of the day, and it's Jack Saunders who will start on pole position alongside Aaron Lask, Spencer Lane and Sam Johns on row number 2. Row 3, Ashton Cox and Michael Cornell, Archie Strong and Cian Bennett on row number 4. Isaac Marsh and Megan Lawson start from row 5. Ben Watson and Harvey Roffe start from row number 6. Chris Whitton, our champion, starts on row 7 alongside Lee Whittingham. Charlie King will be starting on the 8th row of the grid. Sadly, no Kai Springfield. But the season so far, Chris Whitton won the opening round at Shellington. Sam Johns won at Warden Law. Chris Whitton won again at Rissington. Harvey Roffe came back with a win at Wilton Mill. And Whitton sealed the championship with a win yesterday. Chris has no less than 8 wins in the modern era of the British Championship. On the all-time winners list, that puts him alongside Oliver Greenall and 2017 World Karting Champion Danny Curl on 8 wins. Kai Hunter has 12 wins to his name, so Whitton would put himself his equal second at the moment. He would go into his sole possession of second place on the all-time win list. If he can win this race, it'll be very, very tough because he is wanting to stay out of trouble in that number 7 kart. Now the grid order seems to be, there's Spencer Lane in the number 7 kart, Whitton in the number 5 kart, starting a bit further back. Now, the only driver in this field who has not got a top 10 finish in the finals this season is number 36 rather, Megan Lawson, and she starts 10th on the grid for this one. So if Megan can just stay where she is, then we will have a situation where every driver in the class has got at least one top 10 finish in the finals. They come to the line for the last time today. Lights are out. We're off and racing. One driver in the back there, slow to get underway, but the leaders go through, and it's Jack Saunders who has the advantage. Although Aaron Lask sweeps to the inside to take the lead going into turn number 3, and Spencer Lane having a little look at the inside as well. Sam Johns is 4th, the leading Tim Wilson Motorsport entry. But as the field head down towards hairpin number 1, it is Lask. Oh, and Saunders squeezing himself wide there. He's going to get a great cutback, and Jack Saunders takes over the race lead as they head into the second hairpin. And look at number 58, that Gillard chassis of Ashton Cox getting involved up into 5th position on the Gillard chassis. That's a 2021 chassis. At least it's one of the older chassis in the field, one of the last Tim Gillard built chassis to roll off the production line before Tim Gillard retired and the Gillard name went to become part of the OTK family.
Well, there we go as we end lap 1 across the line. Saunders leads then from Lask. The timing updates in the commentary box, and it's the number 7 of Spencer Lane, Sam Johns, Ashton Cox, Harvey Roffe, Michael Cornell, Cian Bennett, Lee Whittingham, Archie Strong, Chris Whitton, Megan Lawson, Charlie King, Ben Watson, and 2 drivers not starting, Isaac Marsh and Kai Springfield.
Yeah, so not quite sure what happened with Isaac Marsh, the number 40 driver.
Was it an incident in the Heat 2?
Very possibly. We saw him off the circuit, so maybe
a terminal issue.
A terminal mechanical engine-related issue.
Yes, yeah. Which is a big shame, of course.
Big shame.
So, nice and close. Now, these guys have been close all the way through the weekend, haven't they? It's been fabulous to see all of these drivers so fierce in their racing, but so respectful as well, and that's what we love about TKM. I say respect. I say as I speak.
As Archie Strong arms, Cian Bennett's going through Bobby Game corner.
Thanks for messing up my section, guys.
yeah, that was going to be a superb segue.
Yeah.
Now, Megan Lawson in kart number 36 has dropped to 12th position. Said, we really want Megan to get a top 10. Oh my word, there's going to be 4 wide. And that's Sam Johns sideways at turn number 3. And Johns, so Landau International Raceway global home of champions, world capital of motorsport, will not get a driver on the podium, I doubt, in this race, sadly.
Such a shame because he, of course, won at Warden Law.
Yes.
Fabulous year. Had a great running at Wilton Mill as well. I think he finished P2. No.
Yes, he finished P3.
Three, yeah. So he's still got a podium in that one.
Well, it's not going to happen here, but it does mean that Megan Lawson moves up to P11. Just one place away from a top 10 finish, and that would mean the clean sweep. Everybody in the class would have had at least one top 10 finish, and that would be really, really good. It's a great advertisement for the class as well. You know, yes, come and do TKM Extreme, even with... You know, even as a privateer, even if you are a driver on the smaller end of the budget scale, come and compete in TKM Extreme in the British Championship, because you can succeed. Every single driver here has done that at some point this season.
Well, Mr. Whitten said it last night in the Paddock Show, didn't he? Yesterday evening, he said it's a fabulous class to be in, and we recommend anyone to come and join it.
Yes, indeed. And Chris Whitten has just... put in the fast lap of the race. So for a driver who's taking it easy, well, yes, he is taking it very easy at the moment. He is there in 6th position at the moment in the number 5 kart. The answer, why are you not allowed to in the number 1 place? Well, because, you know, he's the number 1 seed for 2023.
Yes.
You know, this is still the 2022 championships. The results remain provisional. So you can't change them. He entered as the number 5 car.
Yeah.
There is a regulation and a rule that you can't change. You can't, you know, start running the number 1 plate during a season. There go the field across the line. It's complete lap number 4. The entire field separated by 2.6 seconds.
Pretty close, isn't it?
7.5 minutes remaining, and out of turn number 4, down the hill, still Jack Saunders who has the lead. Now, Saunders, 2 second place finishes in his career. He was 3rd in the 2020 Junior TKM title chase. Started the year with the 9th place at Shennington. Didn't get on the podium, didn't get in the top 10 at Warden Law. 5th at Rissington, 4th at Wilton Mill, 6th yesterday. But yesterday he led the start of the final, and then things went off quickly, you know, setup went south very quickly, leading this one. He said to me last night, he goes, oh, we should be in the mix. And he certainly is today. He's got the number 63 of Harvey Roffe right behind him, then the number 93 Rob Saw Racing Kart of Aaron Lask. Then Class and Motorsports, Ashton Cox running in a season's best 4th place. Cox has not had a finish higher than 6th in the finals this year. He's running 4th now. Oh, he runs a little bit wide there because that was Chris Whitten right behind him, and that was a concertina effect there. I think that Saunders braked a little bit earlier than everyone was thinking, and that caused a little bit of a ripple through the lead pack. Here comes Harvey Roffe to the inside. Number 63, Tim Wilson Motorsports driver, takes the race lead for the first time in the final today.
I say, Wilton Mills put a good step in him in his leg here as Harvey Roffe, you know, took the win there.
Well, now Harvey Roffe has got to just learn how to win at tracks other than Wilton Mill.
I know. Well, he's currently demonstrating that, Henry.
He's currently demonstrating that because he's only got 2 podiums. They're both first place finishes, and they both have come at Wilton Mill. So again, he hasn't yet had a podium in a British Championship round anywhere other than Wilton Mill. So he's demonstrating quite successfully that he can get things done elsewhere as well. Saunders 2nd, Lask 3rd. Chris Whitten up at the 4th place, change to 5th place. That is Charlie King. He's on a top gear from the rear. Is King. He goes past Chris Whitten. Ashton Cox down to 7th place now. 8th is the number 34 kart of Lee Whittingham. 9th is Archie Strong. 10th is the number 33 of Michael Cornell, with Kian Bennett and Megan Lawson 11th and 12th. Ben Watson is 13th.
Chris Whitten's just gone for the move there on Charlie King. Moves up into Spencer Lane. Sorry,
Delicate Fuddles.
Yes, moves up into P3 now. Charlie King also promoted up 1 place. Actually, I say he was promoted up. I think he's just dropped down again.
Well, Harvey Roffe has just promoted himself into 5th place in the points table.
Oh, yes,
ahead of Spencer Lane. So as Lane slips to 5th, Roffe, race leader, moves into P5. Megan Lawson, meanwhile, continues to run just outside the top 10. She is 12th, but she is she is 7/10 of a second away from a top 10 finish.
This is good stuff again, just chopping and changing there for third place as Lask under pressure drops back into P4 now as Witten holds on to P3, and just again everyone just giving that little bit of space again, just watching it through this last few minutes. You know, it's the last race of the season for these guys. A lot of them may go on to bigger, better things. A lot of them may return to next year.
I think a lot will return to this class.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing that TKM Extreme, it retains drivers.
Good.
It retains a lot of its drivers. So I think this is the type of race that we see the same characters generally over and over again, year after year, battling for supremacy. Roffe has the advantage at the moment. And Megan, and again, we go back to Megan Lawson, and she is now up into 11th place for driver number 36, the Klassen Motorsport car. She's the driver with the sort of the pink crash helmet. You'll see, let's have a look as she comes into view there. She is right behind Kim Bennett. There's Megan Lawson, just in front of Michael Cornell with a white bodysuit, with a white bodywork and the blue race suit. She has got Kian Bennett, the number 44 Rob Saw Racing driver. Kian Bennett stands between Megan Lawson and a top 10 finish. 3 minutes to go.
Chris Witten moves up now into P2.
Yep, there. Calmly.
Yeah.
Calmly. You know, he's had a warning flag.
He has, yeah.
So he doesn't want to get himself excluded.
No, definitely not. I think he'll still be okay, even despite that. I mean, he's cleared by 41 points from Sam Johns, and at this moment, Sam Johns is at the back of the field, so, you know, that's someone who's really not going to be much of a challenge.
That's right. There's Megan Lawson chasing Kian Bennett.
Still there in P11, just needs to get that one place, and is she going for it now?
She absolutely is. So, Megan Lawson moves into the top 10. If things stay as they are, every driver in this class would have had at least one top 10 finish in the final. And there will not be a person in the paddock that would begrudge Megan and the Klassen Motorsport team for getting that result. So, with the championship decided, this is not for a place, the championship. This is just for glory in a top 10 finish. It'll be Megan's first top 10 in some time, if not in the British Championship, full stop. There she goes. She has got Kian Bennett, Michael Cornell, and the number 95 cut of Ben Watson right behind her. Into the Fullerton S's. We've got 1 minute 50 seconds to go. No change up at the front. Roffe still leads from Witten, Lask, King and Saunders. Lane is next at a gap of 7/10 of a second to Cox, Strong, Whittingham, and then another gap back to Megan Lawson in P10. Now we've got a change, Anthony.
Yeah, Chris Witten dives to the inside through turn 1, gets past Harvey Roffe, who fights back immediately and dives to the inside, almost collides with Chris Witten there for the race lead, but amazingly, they both come out unscathed. There, still in third place is Aaron Lask, who just set the fastest lap of the race, so he's got the momentum down into hairpin number 1, but everyone closes that inside line, and Charlie King on the outside gets only one position, gets past Lask, but down the inside here comes Jack Saunders, and the number 32 gets involved, and Harvey Roffe fights back.
Charlie King started this race stone last, and he's now third and almost had a look at the race lead earlier on. A win for Chris Witten would be his 9th. That would put him 1 win ahead of Danny Curl and Oliver Greenall. And now he moves for the race lead. Now Chris Witten has the lead back. And he's pulling away because Roffe and Saunders tripped over each other there a little bit. On to the thing. Now Lee Whittingham is defending. Megan Lawson tries to move into P9. Kian Bennett pushing her through. 20 seconds to go. Chris Witten would move into second place behind Kai Hunter on the all-time British Championship win list in the modern era, but he's just been elbowed aside there. What a move from Harvey Roffe. And he knew that Witten couldn't come across and defend. Oh! And that is...
Well, Chris Witten's off, and that's Aaron Lask.
It's Lask, and Witten just spinning to avoid that.
Oh, dear me.
Well, everyone's okay. I wonder if we can have a quick replay of that action. The clock has struck 0. We might have to wait until the end of the race. Let's cover the last lap and maybe look back at that later on. It means that Roffe Saunders, King and Michael Cornell now move into 4th position. But Cornell has dropped back a little bit. You've got Lane, Lask, Whitten, Cox, Megan Lawson still 10th. That's going to change as they cross the line. Archie Strong moves into 2nd place. Last lap ball goes out. Roffe leads. Archie Strong 2nd. King 3rd. Then it is Saunders in 4th. Megan Lawson is up into 6th position in kart number 36. The top 10 finish is more than on for Megan Lawson.
Here we go then, down into hairpin number 1 then for the final time, and Roffe leads with a commanding lead, 0.7 of a second over the driver just behind, which is, at this moment in time, Archie Strong. You know, Archie's had a fabulous weekend all weekend, but this time around he's going to finish this race potentially on the top step, or the top 3 steps, I should say.
I hope Archie's dad has checked his sugar levels ahead of this one, because he's going to need Archie Strong. Is going to look for a podium. Here comes Jack Saunders at the inside of Charlie King and Ashton Cox. And here comes Megan Lawson trying to get onto the podium. 2 corners to go. It's going to be a win for Harvey Roffe. 2nd for Archie Strong, a career best for Archie. A 3rd British Championship win for Harvey Roffe. And as Jack Saunders completes the podium, Charlie King from the back of the grid to take 4th position. Ashton Cox, season best result for Ashton on the Gillard chassis. And it is a top 10. It's better than that. It's a top 6 finish for Megan Lawson. She does it. Everyone in the field has a top 10 finish for the season. A great advertisement for TKM Racing. Equality and parity are king, but there is your 2022 TKM Extreme King. It is Chris Whitten. It wasn't a 9th win. He remains on 8 victories. Cian Bennett was 7th. Michael Cornell 8th. Ben Watson is 9th. Lee Whittingham rounds out a very emotional season. A big hello to Lee and all his family. We hope you've enjoyed your season together with us in 2022. We know it's been a special one for lots of reasons. And Lee Whittingham finishes with a top 10 finish. Chris Whitten, well, that's the first time he's finished last all season. Let's have a quick look at where that race unfolded. A lap and a half from home, coming into the first hairpin. Now, you can see Aaron Lask there, and he got a little bit of help from Jack Saunders, I think, and he bounced up over Spencer Lane. Chris Whitten having to take evasive action, just spinning himself into the tyres. So, who won the championship with Team Extreme? Well, Chris Whitten did. There is Archie Strong. That is Archie's first British Championship podium, and he finishes, but he just missed out on a national ranking, I think, did Archie. But we'll update that now, if we can. And Anthony Jordan is down there. That's the last race of the day. I will go down and join Anthony in the pits very shortly. There's Jack Saunders, just getting a congratulatory shake of the hands there. There's Archie Strong with the glasses, and that's his first podium, first career podium for Jack Saunders. That would be his 3rd career podium. Harvey Roffe has now got 3 wins to his name in the British Championship. He's only ever finished at the podium 3 times. Every time he finishes at the podium, he finishes in top spots. That is not a bad record for Harvey Roffe, and he was especially pleased because he's finally broken that the non-Wilton Mill duck. He has now won a round of the British Championship at a track other than Wilton Mill. And a bit of a breathless end to the 2022 TKM Extreme season. And you can see the spectators and the other drivers, the family members on the banking coming back towards the pit lane. But Anthony Jordan is down in the paddock speaking to our winners.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, down in Park Family area, and as you can see, drivers here, despite everything, still congratulating each other. But let's chat to a man here, Harvey Roffe. Harvey, well, you've finally shown that you can win a final a different track other than Wilton Mill. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I've been given stick for that a very long time. So, very happy about that.
Brilliant stuff. And, of course, a great end to the season. Of course, you know, where did you finish in the championship in that one? You finished P5, so you gained another one. So, you know, going away with the 5 seed, that's a nice result for you as well.
Yeah, it's decent. It's not the top 3 I wanted, but 5's still really good for my second season in Extremes, so...
Yeah. Well, like I say, next year we're back in Extreme.
Yeah, of course. Going to go for that 1 plate next year.
Excellent. Well, if you can win at other circuits next year, then yes, you're in for a chance of that one. So, no, brilliant. Who would you like to thank?
Oh, I'd like to thank everyone at Tim Wilson, my dad for being awesome on the spanners yet again, all my friends watching me, Jade Racing for getting the kart nice and straight and ready for today after my big crash on Saturday, and just everyone who's given me support all year round. Couldn't thank them enough.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Well, Harvey Roffe, congratulations. Well done, P1.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Let's chat to Archie Strong. Archie, fabulous result for yourself. Firstly, is your dad okay?
Yeah, he's all right now.
Yeah, is he still standing right now? He's all sorted, yeah?
Yeah, he's all right.
Good. I think he wasn't going to keel over when he saw you finishing P2 there as well. But, you know, a brilliant result for yourself. End of the season, it's been a long way coming. But are you pleased with a P2?
Yeah, considering the weekend I've had, being put in the wall twice, but nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know, championship as a whole, I mean, it's been a tough season. Are we going to see you back next year?
Probably not. I'm retiring at the end of this.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Running out of money. That's the main thing.
Well, there's a fund started, I think, outside the Litchfield tape. If you could pinch from that one a little bit as well, yeah. But no, well, it'll be a shame to not have you back out in the paddock for next year. But like you say, you've been working on the kite yourself. Look, I mean, your hands, yeah, look at that. That's a working pair of hands there, and the suit covered in oil as well. Yeah. But, you know, second result for the final race of the season. I'm sure you can be happy with that one.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Anyone you'd like to thank?
Mum and Dad, everyone without me, Talco, and BRT for the engines.
No, brilliant stuff. Archie Strong, congratulations, P2.
Cheers.
Excellent. Let's chat to third place, Mr. Saunders. Jack, well, interesting final from yourself on that one. Busy one as well. Lot of work you had to do.
Yeah, obviously started pole. Stayed in the lead for a little while, got overtook, sat there, then 3 laps to go, it sort of, well, just
fell in on each other. Yeah, it all happened, didn't it?
All come together. Finished third on the road, without a nose cone. I think it was second in the championship, or third in the championship.
I did have it on my phone a second ago, but it's all just updated. Thank you very much, Ian, for that one. But, you know, a brilliant result for yourself. And like I say, next year we're going to have Harvey back. We're not going to have Archie, but are we going to have yourself back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go for it, list.
Yeah, good. That's what we want to see. I mean, if we're going to have 2 of you wanting to fight for that number 1, it might make it a bit exciting.
Definitely.
Yeah. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank everyone at Talco, Alan Turney especially, and Dad for the spanners, and Chris Whitten for all his help the past couple of weekends. Has really paid off.
Yeah, spot on. So another Chris Whitten build engine, ladies and gentlemen. But congratulations there to Jack Saunders. But finally, the man who built the engine himself, like we were saying, you're building the engine for Jack Saunders there. But yourself, champion yesterday. Now it's official. Yeah. You are our 2022 British Kart Champion in TKM Extreme. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I mean, talk us through the season itself. It's been brilliant. There's been ups, there's been downs. You know, we've had victories, we've had losses, but this time around, not the way you probably wanted to end a final, but nonetheless, you've come away on top. What happened there as well?
Well, we started from the back, so it was always going to be sort of tough to come through. So, sort of got there, and it was always going to be sort of quite hard battling because there's other people fighting for their championships as well. So it all got a bit exciting and a bit hectic, and unfortunately didn't come out on top this time, but we have other times. So.
Yeah. Well, still, a fabulous result for yourself. I think we'll introduce Dan Parker at this point, who will present you with your number 1 plate. And, of course, you are champion in 2022 for the Wera Tools British Kart Championship. Chris, the last thing we'll say to you is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Just like to thank my mum and dad, everyone else at home that supported us and helped, Alan, Mark and Joe at Talco, and Kelgate Performance for the brakes.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Again, a driver who can finish a whole weekend and still have better hair than either of us two. Henry, come on in. I think we'll end this one with Chris.
I think we should because, you know, TKM Extreme, you know, other classes they might think, oh, but this driver here, you have won just as many rounds the British Championship as Danny Curl, 2017 World Champion, as Oliver Greenall, you know, multiple champion in Europe as well. You've won many rounds before the modern era as well, and you showed that this year we just had the entire field has now got a top 10 finish in the final. What does that tell you about the class and why people should want to come into TKM racing?
Yeah, I think obviously you saw the racing then. It's so close in TKM. Everyone can be within a couple of attempts, and then the racing is always really good. And you don't need to throw mega money at engines and karts and everything to race at the front. So.
Well, unless they want to throw mega money at your engines, is that what you're trying to say?
Quite happily.
Yeah. But I mean, no, congratulations, you're well done. A great way to finish the season of TKM and IARMI. Again, I hope you enjoyed watching the show. I mean, Anthony, it's been a really, really good weekend. PFI has provided a fantastic backdrop. We've got one more event to go, one more, and that's at Wilton Mill.
It is indeed, yes. Make sure you are subscribed for that one. You can check it all out on the Motorsport UK YouTube channel and, of course, the Alpha Live YouTube channel as well. But from myself, Henry, Chris Wynn, he did all right, didn't he? It's bye for now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we really do appreciate you staying. We know a lot of you have got a long drive home. We have a lot to get through. So we have one more podium presentation to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to get underway with the podium presentation for the final round of the 2022 TKM Extreme Championship here at Paul Fletcher International. A very, very exciting, dramatic race. Finishing in third position, representing Tim Wilson Motorsport, it's Charlie King. Charlie, who started the final from last position. A great recovery drive for Charlie. I think that's 2 podiums this weekend for Mr. King. Moving on into second position, and this next driver, I believe this is his best ever career result in the Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Championship. It's driver number 60, Archie Strong. Archie comes onto the podium for the first time. Congratulations. But your winner today, it's his third win in the British Championship, but it's his first win at somewhere other than Wilton Mill. He's at the top step of the podium here at Paul Fletcher International, along with his winning mechanic, Greggles. It's Harvey Roffe. Did I get that right, Harvey? I did. There we go. So the Tim Wilson Motorsport team finishing the season in TKM Extreme on the top step of the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause. Your podium in TKM Extreme. We need one more. We need all the champions, all the number 1 plate holders. We have one more photograph. We don't need the cart just yet. So Fusion on your bikes. It's not off again. I try to say that. Can we have all the number 1 plate holders? They're still here. Can you please come back to the podium? We have one more photo, and then we can do the team photos. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Have a safe drive home.